Howdy, 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 back at it again. Today's video going to look at Alex's corner knockdown setup, specifically off of his corner DP. If you like this type of content and you want to see more of it, leave a like in the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow it. I'd really appreciate the support. Without further ado, let's get into the video. I want to look at this corner DP knockdown for two reasons. One, it's ubiquitous. You're going to do it at the end of pretty much every single combo that you land in the corner. But two, it's really strong. So we're plus 29 by default, which means plus 27 on dash up. That means, hey, if he chooses to wake up with a button and I do dash into medium power bomb, he gets counter hit. So that'll catch, of course, jump, or excuse me, that'll catch button. Obviously, it'll beat parry. Obviously, it'll beat DI, right? So that means in order to avoid it, they're going to need to like jump or backdash, something that's throw invulnerable. So then we just need to find something to pick that will catch that, right? And the option I like is crouch heavy punch. Of course, we can route into Prowler, into Lariat, light kick, heavy DP, and boom, we're exactly where we started. I do want to show very quickly, this is perfect parryable, right? It hits on the second frame of wake up, so they can just, time their parry normally. However, something that's really cool, you have a million years to react to DI. Okay, so it's not like, oh my goodness, what if they DI? Then I'm just, nope. Then you just react. You just do your normal thing and react. The real issue, I say issue, is that whiffs if they block. Well, that means it's useless, right? No, it just means we need to hit confirm. So if they block, we're going to go into light axe. And if it hits, we're going to go into lariat. And if you want to practice this, you set the bot to random. Okay, they blocked, I do light axe. It hit, we go into lariat, cool, right? We can just practice from there. Now, what's good about this light flash axe? Well, a couple things. So firstly, if they try to DI it, it is DI safe. Okay. But more importantly, we're -3 and we're about a million miles away. So Terry has one of the longest cancelable crouch medium kicks in the game, and it still whiffs. So you can sort of like autopilot the spacing trap if you want to. Hit heavy kick. Steal his soul, right? And boom, DP. Look at that. We're back in the same situation. Otherwise, you can try to play more reactively. So what I mean by that is don't just send the heavy kick. Wait, whiff punish with crouch medium punch. If you have level 2, this can turn into some gnarly combos. So you see the whiff, boom, and that's over 50% if you have level 2, and you get like half a bar almost of super gauge back, so it's pretty efficient that way as well. You can also like set up drills where I'm going to be bad at this, where if he jumps, I'm going to try to do crouch heavy punch anti-air, and if he whiffs, I'm going to try to do crouch medium punch to whiff punish. I did it too early, but you get the idea. And then whiff punish, right? So you can try to set up drills to practice that, but it creates a spacing trap situation where, you're minus, but is it really your opponent's turn? Who knows? Potential weaknesses to this? Well, it's not a block string, so they can perfect parry it. Couple ways around this. So one, just cancel into heavy chop. Okay, that has a massive gap, but because it has such a big gap, they can't possibly parry both of them. Like, they could hold it, they could tap it and hold it. But the best case scenario for them is they would perfect parry the light and then just get like a regular parry on the heavy. But we also have other options. So if they're just holding parry, cancel this sucker into hop, see they're parrying, power bomb them, make them feel like an idiot. But what else can we do from this hop? Well, we can do jump heavy kick. That way if they try to, say, take their turn back, right, they're just eating that. And if he tries to push like a slower button here, like a medium, for example, right, then he just eats a combo. Right, and obviously that's not the combo. But So he kind of has to respect it a little bit. Upon blocking this, he's actually... Let me turn this back to a 4-framer. Upon blocking this, you're actually plus enough that light power bomb will counter hit them. So they still have to guess after blocking it too, which is also obviously really strong. Unfortunately, this is anti-airable, right? Man, if only there was some way to bait the right? We just go into Stomp. And this is Stomp forward into the corner. And then we can keep the corner. You could do OD, spend one Wing Angel, whatever, right? For this really strong option. So what that means is if they want to DP this and not just guess, he's going to have to discern between this hop and Stomp very, very quickly. I don't think that's realistic. To me, I think that that is a guess, okay? Which is obviously powerful, very powerful for us. Is there any option that beats both Stomp and this hop into heavy kick? And the answer to that is, of course, sure. Right? That whiffs. And that whiffs. But what does that mean? So is it one size fits all? You just hold up forward there? Not quite, okay? Because Alex can do jump medium punch and catch the forward jump. So you can get a huge combo off of this as long as you're ready for it. So that's over 4K. Obviously, that's kind of incredible. No meter. And again, we end up in this exact same knockdown, right? So we got hop pressure. We got lariat combos. We got spacing traps. We got stomps. Is there anything else we can do off of this? The answer is, in fact, yes. Because we can actually drive rush cancel from this Preller jab as well. And if you do, for example, Preller jab into stand medium punch, you get some offense. So first off, if they mash a 4-framer here, right, that'll trade. And we can do another medium punch into heavy DP. And look at that, same knockdown again. Look at me, I'm so talented. The other thing we can do is if they don't mash, this is +4, and we're in range for medium power bomb. So if they mash a little bit later, I stink. I'm terrible. I'm the worst player in the world. There we go. Counter hit. So they kind of have to guess again after they block this medium punch, which is pretty cool. And then you can just push another medium punch and try to hit confirm it into the target combo and then get some Preller stance mix up as well. So we looked at a bunch of stuff. So again, layer 1, dash up, medium power bomb. Layer 2, dash up, crouch heavy punch, into Prowler. If it hits, we're going to go into the normal combo, into DP knockdown, loop the situation. If it's blocked, we got some options. I think default to setting up this spacing trap with the light flash axe. And then from there, we can get kind of saucy with hop pressure or stomp pressure or driver's cancels, right? So as I said, this is very powerful. Any real issues with it? Well, yes, and not to seem like I was hiding this from you. If they drive reversal this crouch heavy punch, there's not much we can do. But I just want you to look at their drive gauge, because the crouch heavy punch does half a bar, and the drive reversal takes 2. So like, this is like a drive rush cancel almost for them, and then they don't really get pressure off of it. You're just kind of back to neutral. Honestly, like, a lot of times people aren't going to want to spend this because it'll burn them out or be close to burning them out. But if you notice that that's all they want to do, you can go with the stand medium punch instead, which is +1 on block. You can sort of get like a little fake pressure afterwards with like OD powerbomb. I call that fake because if they mash, it'll lose. But you can sort of mix it up with like jab jab or something. Like what? It's like jab into crouch jab or something to try to get the most bang for your buck there. I generally just think that this is better, and if they want to drive reversal it and, you know, be down almost 3 bars of drive, they can do that, right? I'm not going to be too worried about it. Hopefully this is helpful. As always, have a good time.